all the answers. You can turn this in for 10 points, okay? If you do not turn it in, it will not count against you, but more points the merrier, the better. All right, number 6. Terry loves Papa John's pizza. He learns that a medium-sized pizza is perfect for him to eat for dinner. On Thursday, he ordered a medium 3-topping pizza for $13.75. The following Tuesday, he ordered a medium pizza with 7 toppings for $18.75. Letter A, identify the independent and dependent variables. And then we need to write an equation.
Total cost of pizza?
For which one?
Independent.
That is not correct. Because total cost of the pizza is going to vary a lot. So that is going to be my dependent. Let's put total cost of pizza. And what's my independent going to be? Yeah. Yes. Number of toppings. Number of pizza toppings. Because, what should I say about that? Well, the number of toppings, it does not care about the cost of the pizza. Okay? It is independent. The number of pizza toppings will determine how much your total pizza is. Okay? So then we have to come up with an equation that models this situation. Okay? What is this chapter about again? I forget. A little louder. Linear functions. So linear means there is going to be an amount that does not change. What do you think is the amount that does not change here? Maybe we don't know yet. But how do I come up with this equation? Y equal, I love that. Of course we do, because it's an equation. So y equals, I suppose we'll have to use some of those numbers in the problem, don't you think?
So I know we're going to have to do something with 18.75 and 13.75.
Yes. So let's think about this. $13.75 is the cost of a pizza for how many toppings?
7.
Not, well, I chose the other one.
Oh, no, 3.
3.
I was looking at the other one.
Yes. And then $18.75 is the cost of the pizza with 7. Isaiah, come join us. So what could I figure out with that amount of information? For based on that information, we are on the right track. What are you thinking? Yes, if you subtract the prices and you subtract the amounts, we initially will find the amount for 4 toppings, right? And then we do the amount of 1 topping, okay? So we had 7, we had 3, we have those amounts. It costs $5 for what seems to be 4 toppings.
Oh.
So how much is that per topping?
1.25.
Right. If you take 5 divided by 4, you get 1.25. And since we're talking about money, we're talking about $1.25. So $1.25 is the cost per topping. Cost per topping. So what do we do now?
1.25x plus 10.
So you are saying, okay, 1.25 x
Plus
10. How did you know it was 10? We don't even have 10 up here yet.
10. You add 7 and 3 for the total amount of for the toppings.
You add 7 and 3. Well, that would be 10 toppings.
Yeah, because like 3 topping pizza for 13, and then another 7 toppings. So I kind of add them to get the total toppings.
Right. So that'd be 10 toppings. You're doing some math, but I don't know that's telling you what we need. What do we need to do here?
This is number of toppings.
Huh? I'm not saying it's not 10, but how did we get the 10?
Add 7.
Add 7 to what? Tell me what you did specifically. Damari, put that tablet away. Please. Please. It's a distraction. Guys, if we have and order a 3-topping pizza, and that 3-topping pizza costs $13.75, and we know that 3 toppings are $1.25 each, what else could I find?
$7.
This is the 3-topping pizza. This is the 3 toppings themselves are $1.25 each. What do we know? Osmond?
When we subtract the $13.75 minus $3.75, that's for 3 toppings.
Yes. So 3 toppings cost $1.25 each. So subtract $3.75, which is the amount of 3 toppings, which leaves you with a base medium pizza, which costs $10. So the pizza alone costs $10. Now, what you said was true. We could add the 7 and the 3 and get 10 toppings, but that is not what we're looking for here. We're trying to find what's the base price of a medium pizza.
Oh yeah, that's the same.
Yes, but that was lucky. Okay? I don't know that that was the correct way to do that. Are there questions on this? Something you don't quite understand still? Going once? Okay. All right. Should we just go backward, or do you want to see 1 or 2 first before 1 and 2? Okay. All right. So let's go to number 1. Let's talk about Franny's mom. Franny's mom is making her donate clothes to Goodwill each month. I can just hear it. You've got too many clothes. You need to donate these. She talks just like that, right? She gives the same amount each month. Use the table below to answer the questions. So they hit you right in the face really quick. What is the slope? You're like, ugh. Slope. How do we find slope again?
Y minus Y.
Change in y over change in x, which is y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. So any 2 y values, subtract them. Take the same with the x values, subtract them. So as I'm going from 180 to 160, well, first of all, let me back up. Sorry. What's my x amount here and what's my y amount here? Number of months is going to be, is that independent or dependent? Number of months. Independent. Time, anything with time is almost always going to be your independent. So this is the x, this is the y. So as I look at the difference from 180 to 160, 160 to 140, 140 to 120, what are you noticing? Minus 20, a decrease of 20, right? What about from 2 to 4, and 4 to 6, and 6 to 8? plus 2. So if I take negative 20, which is the difference of the y values, divided by 2, I get negative 10. Is that my slope?
Yeah.
Yes. How did you get it?
I did 180. 120 minus 180 over
8 minus 2?
Yeah.
Difference in y divided by difference in x. Yes. What is the real world meaning? What does this slope mean?
10 of her clothes each month.
Well, yes, you have easy for me to say. You have the correct general idea. I don't know that her mom's donating them, but
It's her mom. 'Cause it says,
she's making her donate. So yes,
and then she
the
said
daughter.
the same amount each month.
Yes, the daughter is donating, and that's the negative part because she is getting them out of her room, out of her space. She is donating 10 pieces of clothing each month. Pieces of clothing each month. What did you say again? Yeah, that's fine. That's good enough. All right, so what is the y-intercept? Y-intercept. 200. Gosh, that was quick. Y-intercept means you have a number for the y and you have a 0. So how did you get that so quickly?
Because month 1 is 200, and if you subtract or 0 month, if you subtract 200 to 20, that would be 180.
So if I need to get to 0, I need to go back on my table a little bit more. So I need to subtract 2 to make sure I get an x value of 0, which means I need to add 20 to get the full amount of 200. So the y-intercept is 200. What does that mean in the real world meaning? Yes, and use your labels. If you write this as an ordered pair, like 0, 200, use your labels to help you. So at 0 number of months, okay, she had 200 pieces of clothing. So use those labels to help you describe what is going on. Yes.
What happens if my since this is done Freddie's mom, like has Freddie's mom in it?
That's fine. So initially she had 200 pieces of clothing.
I did owed 200 clothes.
She owed 200 clothes. We don't know that it's owing because there's no.
I didn't that was her clothes,
Right, but I would say she has that 200 pieces of clothes. It's not owing because it's not a negative 200 yet. The slope and the amount of change is that you're donating 10, but you need to be very careful. You know, that 200 is 200 pieces of clothing, period. Okay? Does that make sense? Kind of.
Yeah.
I can tell you don't love it, but you kind of get it. All right, so what about the x-intercept? 10, 20, 30, 40. It's one of those. If I'm looking for the x-intercept, that means I'm looking for a number to be the x, right? And y to be 0. So if I want y to be 0, I have to keep going. One way to do it is keep going and say 100, 80, 60, 40, 20, 0. Keep writing out in that table, right? And so if this increases, this would be 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, and 20. So the x-intercept here is 20 and 0. And what is that real world meaning?
It would take 20 months.
All right, let's let other people have a chance. I know.
How much months it'll take for those to be deleted?
Yeah. So it will take, let's see, 20 months I'll say it a slightly different way, but it would mean the same thing. In 20 months, what can we say about Miss Franny? She will have no more clothes. In 20 months, if we keep going like this, Franny will not have any more clothes. You know, math is always so good about talking about these story problems, you know? We need to buy 86 watermelons and nobody bats an eye. We need to donate our clothes until we have none left. People are like, yeah, okay. Silly, silly. All right, so can we come up with an equation for this situation?
Y equals negative 10x plus 200.
Y equals negative 10x plus 200. What do you guys think of that? Yeah, we got our slope. Remember, this mimics y equals mx plus b. The slope was negative 10. B was our y-intercept. That's how much we started with at 0 months. She had 200 pieces of clothing. Very good. Any other questions on number 1? Rowan, is your spidey sense hitting you?
Yeah.
Is it? Okay. Any questions? All right, let's go to number 2. Number 2, the table shows the cost of different Colts ticket packages. Does the table show a constant rate of change? In other words, is it linear?
Yes.
Yes, no, no. Yes, no, no. Well, how could we tell?
Subtract the cost.
Okay, we could do that.
The constant. With the constant numbers, is that how you do it?
So if I do this, 203 minus 109,
94.
$94, and that $94 would be for 2 tickets. Well, wait a minute. We just have 2 tickets here that says they cost $109. So does that mean it is linear? Not for that. Well, let's check one more. What if I take 203 even and divide that by 4? $203, because at that cost we got 4 tickets. What's that cost? 47? 50 point. Okay. 50.75. Well, that's not the same as 94, so I'm pretty sure this is going to be a no. If you answered yes to part A, what is the rate of change? Well, we didn't answer yes, we said no. If you answered no, explain why it's not constant. You could say the price for 2 tickets was $109 in the top row, and price was $50.75. Wait, I don't want to say, oh, shoot. I should have done for 1 ticket. Price for 1 ticket. Sorry. Price for 1 ticket. Not that. I want the eraser. Ooh. 1 ticket was, how much did we say that was for 1? 109 divided by 2 is 54.50. That's one way to do it. $54.50 in the first row, and the price per ticket was $50.75 for 4 ticks at $203. Something like that. Basically, where you are showing me it is not the same amount. It just isn't constant. Okay? Price for one ticket in the top row was $54.50, and the price was $50.75 for 4 tickets at a price of $203. All right. Are we ready for the next one? Number 3. We got 3 and 4. That's all we have left. Derek opened a new bank account. Explain what each of the following equations would tell us about the amount of money in his bank account over time. So, how about somebody who hasn't said much yet? Who haven't I heard from? I think I've almost heard from everybody, actually, which is a very good thing. All right, so anybody? What do we want to say about Derek and his bank account? Sajid? Okay, yes. So, excellent. Derek, and I'm just going to reword it. What you said was absolutely fine. I'm going to say Derek started with how much in his account? Derek started with $1,400 in his account, and I can't remember the word you said, Sajin.
I said
Did you say he lost? Okay, so he might have lost it. What might be another word? He spent, he took out, he donated. Any of those are correct. And he could still lose it, but as long as you're showing a negatives, okay? So he spent.
But it doesn't say that he spent it
Well, how do we? It's true, but we need to use a word that shows what? A negative, that it is decreasing from the account. So he either spent it, he lost it, he donated it, something like that.
I made it short.
What did you say?
Started with 1,400, loses 300 each time period.
That is good. And overtime, you can put in your overtime. So I might say he spent $300 each month on a car payment, something like that.
But it doesn't say specifics.
It does not, and you don't have to. I'm just saying I'm trying to make it so it makes sense in terms of the bank. And spent $300 each month on a car payment. Okay? All right. How about the next one? What's going on there? Yeah. Derek deposited or added or something that shows a positive amount. Derek deposited $75 in his bank account, or you could say in his new bank account. What did you say? Over a period of time? Each time period. Yeah.
I said it started with 0 and then had 75.
That's true too. Okay. It probably would be good to say something about the 0 by saying new bank account. Maybe that implies 0. Maybe it doesn't. Okay. So Derek deposits $75 in his new bank account over each time period. Something like that. Questions about that? And the last one. Tick-tock, tick-tock.
Okay.
No, it's not the last one. Sorry, we have two more. Okay. All right, say the independent and dependent variables for the following situations. Jasmine started with 60 TikTok followers and gains 15 new followers each week.
Okay, that was messed up.
That's messed up?
The TikTok, it's supposed to be with K, not C.
Ah, that is true. We did not catch that. What is my independent or dependent variables for that situation? Weeks, number of weeks. Yes. So independent is 15 new number of weeks that go by, and the dependent is
TikTok followers.
total. Yeah, I would say total. You probably could say TikTok followers though too. Probably. I'm trying to think. Yeah. TikTok followers. I can spell. TikTok followers. What about the 15? What is the 15 new followers? What is that?
The total of how many followers she gained.
That is the slope, yes. So the 15, that would be the slope, which they are not asking about in here.
Oh, you still were right then.
15 followers each week. Notice, followers each week, this is change in Y over change in X. So use that to help you figure out your independent and dependent. Audrey forgot to return her school Chromebook. She is charged $10 for every day it is late. Somebody else. Somebody else. What is the independent or dependent variable? Okay. Independent is number of days. I would say late. I would add late. Although, yeah, every day is late. And dependent is charges or total charges. Do we say total? Do we say total on all these when they have height? I'm just looking total. Okay, so in this one we are saying total.
I said non-chargers.
Yeah, that's fine. Amount of charges is appropriate. Total charges. I'm just looking here. Total saved days. So usually on the Y,
You should.
but you don't have to.
Wouldn't that have to be a D instead of S because like charge?
Charges.
No, like charge.
Total charge. Yeah, total charged. Total charge. Total charges. I don't know. I think charges. Any questions about 4? Last one. Which of the following situations best fits the graph shown? So some might be C. Jim lives 60 miles away and arrives home in 20 minutes. That one looks pretty good. All right, why do the others not fit then?
Well, the first one.
Peyton has 20 books and buys 3 every month.
Nothing is at 3, so.
Nothing is at 3. And he starts with how many books? Well, here it's 20, and here we are starting at 60, so that's not good. Ashley had 60 flower pots and sells out in 3 months. Well, if that was the case, at 3, that would be a line going like that. right, for letter B, which is not appropriate. Jeff lives 20 miles away and drives home in 60 minutes. So those are reversed. His would be 20, and it would go out here to 60.
It's just gonna go straight.
So this would be D, this would be B, and this one is C.
Wait, wouldn't that have to go up? Wait,
Which one, Jeff?
yeah.
No, because over the minutes, he is getting closer to home.
Okay,
Closer and closer. That does take care of all of them. If you had been with me on the remote days, are there some? Yes. Back to 3. Yes.
That's two.
Oh, that's 2. I need that. 3. Yes, if you want to see some more, I can do that before you leave. So, one more time, the test is tomorrow. It is 100 points. It is great if you can start out on a high note. Please make sure your 3 homework assignments are done. Some of you are skipping the graphs. How interesting. You are not alone, though. Guys, graphs are not that hard. Am I a little picky with them? Yes, because they're worth 5 points. Usually it is, do you have the y-axis labeled? Do you have the x-axis labeled? Do you have one of the 2 lines correctly drawn in the right way? Do you have the correct quadrant? Okay? Do the homework.
On the test, do you have, so on the test, would there be labels or no labels?
You might have to label some stuff.
Okay.
I
For
honestly
number 9,
don't recall.
Number 9, I
Number 9,
didn't get G.
you did not get G. Write a function rule that represents the relationship shown by the graph.
X plus
110.
1. Okay.
Oh, you mean you did not get the answer?
Yeah.
Do you understand how to get the answer, though?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I open now.
Rowan, did you have a question about 1 or want to see?
Right after this.
Number 10?
Right after this. I just need to see that entire page.
The whole page after this?
Nah, I just need to see that page.
This page?
Yeah, that works too.
This page is crazy. All right. Oh, thank you for going all the way across to get the door. I appreciate that. Well, hello. All right.
Oh, we only got like 5 minutes left.
Yes. So, one more time, I will upload all answers, all work from this review on today's page for Canvas. Okay, so that's where you will be able to find it. I will also have the video that goes over these last problems. And